WPTV. This is News Channel 5 at noon. Local coverage you can count on.
Local polo mogul John Goodman faces 30 years behind bars, accused of driving drunk, causing a deadly accident, and then walking away from the crash. This morning, his lawyers put up their experts on the stand to challenge the state's case. Good afternoon. I'm Keely Fulton. Lauren Laponzina has the afternoon off.
And I'm Roxanne Stein outside the Palm Beach County Courthouse in downtown West Palm Beach.
Roxanne has been at the courthouse all morning long, leading our team of reporters, producers, and analysts for our coverage this midday. Roxanne, we know this is week 3 of the trial, week 2 of testimony. What has the day been like so far?
Well, right now, the court has adjourned just a few minutes ago for lunch. They'll convene at 1:15, but this was a morning of calculations. It was like a graduate level physics course as the defense put on the stand a mechanical forensics engineer talking about sand, drag, road conditions, tires, and how it all adds up to determine and what you do to determine the speed of the vehicles. Let's continue our team coverage with Christina Mora, who was observing all of the courtroom testimony this morning and has more. Christina, it was very technical, wasn't it?
Roxanne, a lot of technical talk this morning. We heard from the defense witness, Michael Urban. He's a mechanical engineer, as you mentioned. The defense attorneys called Urban the morning of the crash and asked him to come and do a reconstruction of the accident, in addition to the reconstruction that deputies with the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office were doing themselves. Now, defense attorney Mark Shapiro spent hours this morning questioning Urban about the process he went through, the methods he used to reconstruct the crash. Urban used a small wooden car, 2 of them, in court today to show the jury what he thinks happened that night. The defense is trying to drive home to the jury that, according to Urban, there was a second impact made between the cars, which would alter the estimates of how fast the 2 cars were going.
Do you have an opinion within a degree of engineering certainty that there was a secondary impact between the 2 cars in this case?
Absolutely. Well, it's unequivocal. The 2 made contact. That's where this damage on this door, an A-pillar, rocker panel, and mirror. And judging by the reconstruction, how the vehicles left each other, the evidence that's left on the road by the Hyundai spinning around, they had to hit twice.
So clearly the state's evidence and the state's theory on that reconstruction differs vastly from what the defense is putting up there today. So now it's up to the jury. Are they going to believe what the sheriff's office says, or are they going to believe this engineer? Roxanne?
All right, Christina, and when you talk about these calculations, moments before the court adjourned for lunch, and Michael Urban is still on the stand being questioned by the defense when they convene after lunch. But he said in his calculations, the Bentley was traveling between 49 and 58 miles per hour. That's his range, the defense witness. And the Hyundai that Scott Wilson was driving was going between 46 and 54 miles per hour. Now, the Bentley, according to the state, was traveling at a rate of 64 miles an hour, according to the state's calculation, their lead investigator's calculations. That lead investigator, Troy Snellgrove, determined that the Hyundai that Scott Wilson was driving was going 44, 1 mile below the speed limit of 45 on Lake Worth Road. John Goodman, according to the state, as I mentioned, going 64, which was over the 45 mile an hour speed limit on 120th Avenue.